Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. April is over, which means that it's time to give you a proper review of the brand that I tried in April, which was Merit Beauty. These are the products that I tried. I skipped out on their brush. I skipped out on their brow product as well as their mascara. I didn't think that it was wise of me to buy products that I would run out of quite quickly when it comes to buying from Merit, because I had to buy through a shipping medium as Merit doesn't ship to Israel. So I bought things that I think will last for a relatively long time in my collection and I will enjoy for a relatively long time, or so I hope. I have 4 products. I have their foundation stick, which I got in the shade Amber as I wanted it to be a bronzing stick. It looks like this. I bought their blush in the shade Beverly Hills, which looks like this. I really I shouldn't tell you what I think of these things yet. Okay, I shouldn't. I also got their highlighting stick in the shade Kava, which is this. And finally, I bought their lip oil in the shade Marrakesh, which looks like this. Okay, so let's get started with what I consider to be the product that many people might need a proper review of, which is their foundation stick. Now bear in mind that I have not used it as a foundation, I've used it only as a bronzer. So on the areas that you would bronze / contour. I applied it around my nose, I applied it like on my temples, along my cheeks, and a little bit on my jawline. I have this today underneath a powder bronzer. So I basically applied it and then I set it with a powder bronzer so that it would last a little bit longer, which tells you that, in my opinion, at least the way that my skin is, I found it to get a little too shiny for my liking. Now bear in mind that I don't really have combination skin or even oily skin. I don't have those. I have very normal skin, but with, I think possibly it could be the weather. With our Mediterranean weather, I live in Israel in case you don't know, with the Mediterranean weather, with how hot it's been, I think that maybe it factored how long lasting it was, but that is also telling. In case you guys live in a very hot climate, I really don't know if this will last long. It blends beautifully, it applies really beautifully, it doesn't tug at my skin like when I run it on my skin and then I go ahead and blend it. It's super duper easy to use, but the finish develops a shine throughout the day that I don't know if it would flatter everybody, especially depending on your skin type. So if this was a little too shiny for me with my normal skin, I think that it might be too shiny for someone who has combo to oily skin, and definitely too shiny for someone who has oily skin. Also, this comes with 0.13 ounces. I did a comparison in my initial video of how many ounces those like foundation sticks come in. I compared it with so many different brands, some cruelty free, some non-cruelty free, just for the sake of comparison. And this has the least amount of product out of everybody and out of everything, and this is $38. So it's expensive, especially for the tiny amount that you get in here. And overall, I just don't really recommend it. I just don't. If you want to get it as a bronzer, maybe you're gonna like it because it's super duper easy to apply and it does look pretty. It's a beautiful bronzer. But if you want to use it all over your face, I think you're gonna run out of it relatively quickly, or at least much quicker than you would run out of most other foundation sticks. And for that price, I just wish that it had more product. That's my main complaint. I think that the fact that it's shiny could be like flattering on some people, but that is an absolute no. The amount of product versus the price is not justifiable. Like I cannot get over it. I just can't. It's ridiculous. It's even like less than the highlighter and the blush, which is shocking because you would use a foundation all over your face, whereas you wouldn't use a blush or highlighter all over your face. I don't think. At least I don't. Speaking of highlighter and blush, let's talk about the blush. The blush that I have again is in the shade Beverly Hills, and it comes in like this egg style shape, I suppose. And I have worn this the most. Well, no. I have worn this very often. Not as much as I've worn something else, which I will talk about in a little bit, but I have worn this a lot. Over foundation, underneath foundation, on its own. I've worn it across my nose. I've worn it a little bit on my temples. I have worn it on my lips. I have worn this in so many ways, and I loved it every single time. It's so beautiful. It's more on the sheer side. I will say that it's definitely more on the sheer side, and I'm going to show you. So I think you can definitely see. Let's see if I can. See, you can definitely see that it's there on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to blend it. I think that it is a little bit too sheer and definitely shiny. Now, I like shiny blushes. I know that it's a matter of preference, but I really like shiny blushes. And I think that if you like shiny blushes like this, you're not going to be like disappointed. But if you like matte blushes, if you like your face to be matte overall, I don't think you're going to like it. This is absolutely perfect for me, and I really, really like it, but I know that not everyone is going to like this product. I rate it very highly. I love it. But just because I love it doesn't mean that I think it's a product that everyone's going to love. So if you are someone who likes a sheer blush, if you are someone who likes a cream blush, if you are someone who likes a glowy blush, not because it's sparkly, but because it has like this almost oily finish, and it doesn't set completely, but it's not too sticky either. So if it's somewhere in between. So if you are fine with all of those qualities, then I think you're gonna absolutely love this. If there's a quality that I mentioned, at least one quality that I mentioned that you don't really like, then I don't think you're gonna love this as much as I do. But I absolutely love it, and it's one of my favorite, it's my second favorite product, just saying. So I'm giving you a little bit of a heads up, but just know that it's a product that I absolutely love. It's like near and dear to my heart at this point. Product number 3 that I'm going to talk about today is the highlighting balm in the shade Kava. Okay, so there are 2 shades, but the one that I have barely has any pigment. It doesn't have any pigmentation to it. Like, I built it up so much, but it hasn't provided any pigmentation, but as you can see, it has provided a lot of glow. It is clear. Essentially, it's a clear balm. I don't know why. I think that the other shade has a bronzy tint, or maybe like a pinky tint. I could be wrong, but this one is just like an oil slick finish. I really, 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 really enjoy it. I think that it looks beautiful. I love it on no makeup days. No foundation, no concealer, no coverage on my face, just a little bit of this on the highlight points, and I think that it looks absolutely beautiful. Super duper easy to blend, and super duper easy to like keep in your bag just to add a little bit of glow if you feel like you want to amp it up as the day goes by, or if you decide to go out at any point of the day. I really, really like it, but I don't know, but it's difficult for me to pinpoint exactly what I don't like about it, because I do like it a lot. But there's something about it that I find myself a little bit hesitant to reach for. Out of everything that I have bought from Merit, I have used it maybe like 3-4 times, and I have used it maybe like 7 times. And compared to how often I used the other products, that is not a lot. I used the other 2 products much more. I think that this is, it's too oily maybe. Maybe that's, like it makes my skin look like it's oilier than, well, it looks like I have oily skin, and that's not exactly the look that I go for. Like when I use the Linda Hallberg Infinity Glass, my face looks wet, but it almost looks like it's healthy and drenched. This looks like my skin type is causing me to sweat. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I really do like it. I have used it 7 times, so for an entire week scattered this last month. And I do recommend it if you like a no makeup look. Over top of foundation, I think that it picks it up a little bit, and it ends up making it break up because this is kind of oily. But on no makeup days, it's really pretty. I really do like it. Last but certainly not least, we have this little beast. This is a hidden gem. I don't know if it's hidden anymore because many people are aware of Merit, but I think that out of everything that Merit sells or makes, this is the only product that I wish I had gotten more shades of. I think that this is so beautiful. What it is a gloss that is shockingly pigmented, and for some reason I like it. I am the type that hates glosses with pigmentation. I don't like my glosses to be pigmented at all. I like them to be clear, sheer, with some sparkles, and maybe it's just like a hint of color. No, this has pigmentation. It's not like a lacquer. It's definitely got a little bit of sheerness. I would say that it's like medium pigmentation, sheer to medium pigmentation when it comes to the color itself. So you're definitely going to see the color. But I think that maybe it's this color. It's so pretty. It is so beautiful. I'm going to swatch it for you because I'm already wearing like a lip. I'm wearing a lip today. But look at it. As you can see, you can definitely see the color. Whereas like with most of my other glosses, I prefer them to be sheer. I'm so fine with my like gloss, with this gloss having this level of pigmentation. I find that this gloss is supposed to have pigmentation. I don't know how to explain it, but I just love it. It's unlike every other gloss in my collection because it's pigmented, and I'm not a pigmented gloss type of gal, and I usually hate them. But this has found its way to my chilly little heart, and it locked itself there, and it's never leaving. I have basically worn this whenever I could. Sometimes just at home, just because I love it and I miss it. I don't know how many times I wore it. I don't really know how many times I wore it. This is a staple at this point in my bag. I keep it all the time. Like today I went out and I was wearing like a sheer gloss with gold sparkles, but I just like snuck it in because if I ever like decide to wear it, then it's there. It's like a comfort zone type of thing. Like it's a safety blanket. Just as long as I have it with me, I feel a little bit better about my day, and I feel like I will be able to look the exact way that I want myself to look just because I have it. I haven't really explained anything about the formula. It's really nourishing, it feels, and it fades really evenly. It's not very long lasting because at the end of the day it's a gloss and it's not that pigmented. It's pigmented, but it's not like a lip lacquer or anything like that. And it has like medium level pigmentation, as I said. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I cannot tell. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I didn't expect myself to like it. When I saw this swatch, I told myself that I probably made a wrong decision buying a gloss from them. But at this point, I have no regrets. I love it. Okay, so let's do a little bit of ranking. I feel like it's a bit obvious this time that number 4 is my Merit foundation. I might have liked it a lot more if they had delivered more than 0.13 ounces. I think it's disgraceful. I think it's rude for a brand that respects itself to only give 0.13 ounces of foundation, the product you use all over your face, for $38, whereas other brands give a lot more. Number 3 is the highlighter. I think I would have liked it a lot more if it wore nicely on top of foundation. I feel like it's a beautiful product. I feel like it's really, really beautiful, and it's the perfect no makeup highlighter. Honestly, it's beautiful. But I find myself to want to reach for other things more than this one. I can't really pinpoint exactly why. I have other preferences, but this ended up being number 3. I do recommend it. I just want to let you know that if you are someone who either goes full glam or absolutely zero makeup on their face, you're not gonna like it. You're not. I feel like, especially with these last 3 products, well, maybe more with these 2 products, they're meant for a makeup minimalist, someone who likes a no makeup look, someone who likes to slather things, blend with their fingers and go, someone who doesn't like to be precise or to try to be precise with their makeup. So I feel like you're gonna have to be someone who likes this aesthetic to appreciate and enjoy these products, especially this one. Number 2 is the blush. I love this thing so much. So much. It's so pretty and so cute, but it's not as long lasting. I will say that. It's not as long lasting, and that could be because it's very sheer. So it tends to fade quicker than other blushes with a bit more pigmentation. That could be the reason, but I don't think that it should be the reason. I think that even a sheer blush should last a little bit longer, but that being said, I don't give a flying F about the fact that it's not as long lasting as I would have liked, because I love applying it on my face. It's like so satisfying. I just do this, and with my fingers, it's the easiest blush in my collection. It is. It's the easiest blush that I own. It takes 0 effort. It takes 10 seconds. I just love it. And it looks beautiful over top of your nose. Like, it gives the most gorgeous, like, sun-kissed effect. It's delightful. And number 1, my absolute favorite, and the one that if Merit shipped to Israel, I would probably be getting all of the shades because I am so obsessed. I'm talking about the Merit lip oil. I don't know what to say. All I'm going to tell you is, if you have access to Merit and you are fine with Merit's policy with people who receive their PR because it's a bit shady, and you are someone who likes a gloss with a little bit of pigmentation or willing to try it, although you are someone like me who likes a sheer gloss, you're willing to try something with a little bit more pigmentation to see if you like it or not, then I highly recommend this. I highly recommend this. And it's so beautiful on lips. It's so nourishing. It's just delicious. I love it. Love it. I wish I had more. And I think that, you know, sometimes when you think hypothetically about running out of things, and sometimes you either panic and sometimes like you don't get fazed by it, it doesn't affect you. This, I'm fazed by the thought of losing it or running out of it. It scares me. I want to have this in my collection for as long as I shall live. That's a lot. That's a lot to say, but I do really enjoy it, and I want to have this in my collection. I am so happy that I ended up buying and trying Merit just for this. If I had only bought this, I would have still been happy. But I'm really happy that I have these 3 products. I like all of them. This one, I'm just a little bit disappointed by the price per amount versus amount. But I'm a grown adult and I can deal with my own disappointment on my own and try not to bring all of this negativity online. So I guess that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for those of you who watched, and let me know what you think of Merit. Have you heard of their shady policy? I've talked about this in my initial video, which will be linked above me, like either early on in the video or around now. But basically they are saying that if you receive their PR, if you receive their products for free, they own any content that you make using their products. So they can basically use you to freely promote their products without even having to ask for your permission. Now, in my opinion, I think that this like free promo in a way is lovely, but having access to your, like, using you to promote their products should come at a higher cost than just PR. So treat your PR people the way they deserve to be treated. Also, like, in all honesty, like, if you are someone who is at the level of success to receive free PR from any company, you could just as well buy them. Like, a $38 foundation is not going to break the bank for most people, I don't think. And if it is, then you absolutely don't need it, and you absolutely shouldn't be buying it, and shouldn't even like think about it that much. So yeah, I think that's it. That's all I have to say for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon in one of the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have like a day that you prefer to see my videos, because now with my different like changing schedule, I think I could use a bit of advice when it comes to when to post, what to post, how to post, where to post, and whatnot. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you like me and you want to see more videos by me. Like if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, entertaining, whatnot. And leave me a comment telling me if you've tried Merit, if you haven't tried Merit, if this video encourages you to try Merit, if this video discourages you from trying Merit. Let me know everything. And I'll see you in the